You know, everybody just laugh at it. The reason why they pants sagging, chicks out here cash apping, kids out here false flagging. The reason why this all happened. Imagine we ain't rap about spending, but how to stack it and show our women had more to offer than they.
What's going on YouTube? This your boy the SIG, and this video is dealing with what separates black people. Like really, what separates black people, and what will separate black people, and why we can't come together. And I'm sorry, but it's all a facade. Whatever we had back in the day, that was genuine. It was for its time. And I'm about to expose the things that you might overlook or underlook, or just don't understand about this situation of coming together. Because we could come together, yeah, dealing with, but only when somebody else is doing something to our race and we feel that we need to speak up and say something when we've been doing it to our race. But I'm not even going to go there. This isn't what this video is about, but it's going to expose some of the things that's going to separate us when we come together, if it ever happened or happened in the past as well. Because even in the past, when you study your history, there was turmoil and slavery and different, not the form of slavery that went on in America, but I'm just saying, like, a whole lot of different shit that went on back in the day as well. So we never was perfect. I don't ever think we were perfect anyway. So, and since we're not perfect today, I'm about to just let it out the bag. Number one, religion.
Let's talk about it though. Let's figure it out. Don't judge me. Let me explain.
We have Christians, Muslims, conscious people, Jews, we got black Jews, we got the super Hebrew Israelites, we got Buddhists and Yogaists and all kinds of, everybody like claiming a title or whatever the case may be. But religion is going to separate us when we come together, because we're going to have the extremists, the bad apples, not the good Muslim people out there that's doing good things in the world or whatever, or the good Christians out there that's doing what they think they're supposed to do and trying to present to the world and do for the world or whatever, and help out people who need help and different things like that. Same for the Muslims and Buddhists. You dig what I'm saying? And the conscious people. What this not talking about the positive people out there who's trying to do something. This is talking about the bad apples. They're going to ruin it. You're going to have the ones who's trying to kill people over this shit and think that the whole world needs to hear this truth. And you already know what I'm talking about. Religion is going to separate us. We don't look too much into that. But when we come together, we're going to have more than just some gun problems. Number two, class. You're going to have the ones who look down on people who's poor, and they're going to be like, man, I'm used to living like this. Like, I ain't with y'all. Like, yo, we over here. We're trying to build another economic system or whatever. And even though that would help, you're going to have them. They're going to become the white people that they claim is keeping us down. Guaranteed, because we got some of them doing it now. And you see what happened when these get money anyway. They Number three, the light skin versus dark skin battle. You're going to have the light skinned niggas who probably got one white parent, one black mom, and you're going to have the all black parent, or all black, just black, super black power. You got to be dark skinned people, and then you're going to have the ones who's mixed with Puerto Rican and Chinese and Cambodian. You're going to have the black people who's mixed with different races versus the super dark skinned. Oh, you can tell my ancestors were slaves. You're going to have them, and they're going to have, you already know they're going to cause some type of turmoil against each other. One going, yo man, well, you can't hate on my mom because she white, so you got to forgive them in order to accept me. And then you're going to have the black people who's like, fuck you. The case of the matter is, that's going to be a problem as well. Then you're going to have the gangs.
Let's talk about it though. Let's figure it out. Don't judge me. Let me explain.
You forget that person killed his cousin. That person killed his brother. They're going to eventually, probably war some type of way. Like, they're gangs. That's what isn't like. They're gangs. Like, do I have to explain it? But let me get off it. But you got some gangs that's doing positive things out here. I'm not going to name them because I don't really know. But there's some gangs that do positive stuff out here that help black people. So I'm not going to hate on gangs completely. Some out there bad apples. Remember, you got some bad apples, and then you got some, you know what I mean, the ones who, I'm not gonna call it, then you got the ones who's actually doing good things, trying to better our people, or trying to help our people in some type of way, or just help people in general. Number 5 or whatever, drugs. Some niggas is on drugs. People forget. There's drugs out here. Like, some people sell drugs. Then you got people who do drugs. What's gonna happen when all the drug addicts and the drug dealers and the drug sellers come into play? And they get in the middle of y'all little positive thing that y'all got going on and cause some destruction in there, or some type of drug thing in there, and money become involved and all kinds of, because money is the root of all evil at the end of the day. I understand why. But, like, bad apples is what we're going to have to worry about in all of this, because when people come up with an organization to serve the people, and then the people become servants of the organization. So you already know how that goes. When shit go downhill from there, and people create their little segments and sects and try to take out of that and do their own thing and branch off, and you still a part of that, but not a part of that, or not about that life, but you over here with it. You already know what I mean. But you already know drugs is going to have some type of play in the situation. The drug dealers, the drug addicts, and just drugs in general. The people on drugs that can shit up, or that you don't know is on drugs. You got them people who's on shit like Ritalin, and you don't even know. You dig me? And I'm not saying that's bad. Some people, that's dealing with ADHD or something like that. I'm not going to go there. But we all seen them documentaries. Language and race. Language and race is two extreme things that's gonna separate black people, because you got the ones who's real prideful. You know what I mean? No offense, but some people are real prideful about their race, and they ain't giving it up for. And some of them don't even want to teach you. They like, hey, if you wasn't born it, you're not it. You're not going to culture vulture our shit at all. Even though we the same complexion. I'm not, no, I see what you, like, you can turn, I see what happened with them. I'm not going to let you do the same thing. So you got language and race. People forget that we are a whole, we might have been brought over here from Africa and was here already. The black Indians, then you got some Africans, then you got some, then you got Haitian and Creole, Jamaican, and you have a lot of different African races. You got from Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Egypt. Like, there's a lot of African people. That's going to separate us as well. If you don't have the people, if we're not teaching each other race and culture, then somehow, some way, let's just say we have a gang that's of a different race, that speak a different language, you take what I'm saying, who have a different religion. Not only that, but let's just say that could end up badly for the black people who was, I guess, born here or whatever. But when we come together, there's going to be a lot of problems. I already see it. If we come together, there's going to be a lot of problems and a lot of bad apples that's going to ruin it for everybody. We already know how that shit go. Another thing, you're going to have the ratchetness. You're going to have some ratchets. Like, we see them on World. Don't act like you don't see these mothers out here just ruining our image, making us look bad. I know other races, they do their thing. They look bad too sometimes. But when you're a part of a race who's constantly in the media doing crazy, you dig what I'm saying, then you already know there's going to be a few bad apples. And those apples are spoiled rotten. The ratchetness that I've seen these days, the shitting in the middle of the street, and the groupie getting by like 3 niggas who don't sing, don't rap, don't do shit.
Oh my God!
The hoes in general, the ratchetness from on both sides, is just going to be you overwhelming. We have a lot of ratchetness. I'm sorry, I've seen a lot of ratchetness. Then you're going to have music. Music gonna separate us. You know the ones. You know what I'm talking about. You got the ones who strictly listen to religious music, and then you got the ones who strictly listen to rap music and hip hop music, or whatever the case may be. You even got some rock fanatics. You dig what I'm saying? I was one of them. You're gonna have different things. It might be small on a small level, but imagine the Christian lady arguing with the young brother in high school, listening to the the Future and the Future and the Meek Mills and all that, and the Drake or whatever, and then you got the old Christian lady who listen to like TD Jakes and shit. It ain't gonna work. Then you got social media, which can start a revolution in an instant, and then we forget about the whitewashed people, the whitewashed ones. Every race got them, but shit is on a whole new level. So not everything is going to be squeaky clean, you dig, if we come together or whatever we trying to achieve. But we are going to have to start off at we're going to have to start off something different. You're going to have to come at this in a different way, because it's not going to work if we have too many things that could destroy a whole movement in an instant. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying that we can't never come together. You dig? We can come together, but from what I see, I live in the hood. Like, I live around nothing but the negative of things. You know what I mean? And notice I didn't mention gender or the sexual. I didn't mention none of that. These are just other things that's going to definitely can destroy your movement in an instant. So you got people out here thinking that we just gonna come together and start killing white people. That's not no. For number one, I'm not about that life. If you think I'm about that life, I'll move my black ass back to Africa or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll move somewhere the fuck out. I'm not killing nobody. Like, I'm not even, if I'm not out here killing niggas, then I'm damn sure not gonna kill somebody. A whole fucking race. Like, people are extremists and shit out here, like in careless and have no sincerity to people these days. Like I don't got time for the racism shit. Like, you give a person, pretty much that gives them power. That gives them power. You being racist or whatever. That gives them too much power. Like, for instance, that makes you, not only that, it imposes fear on you. It's like it imposes fear, and you be looking at that person now, and you like, oh, he's up there, he got he's white, he got so much power. But I'm like, man, he's a regular motherfucker. Like it's 2015 now, they just like us. White supremacy don't just affect black people, it affect white people too. Like, they in this shit with us. Every race is in this shit now. You dig? So it's not about no racism or whatever. But if a whole and another thing, not even other races get along. You dig? Like, even other races are already experiencing these problems as well, which is why they don't all just come together. You dig? I'm pretty sure you ever see two people of the same race fight? Or like, you see this shit all the time. People, a race of people coming together as a whole with no problems is fucking impossible. So stop reaching. Y'all reaching for shit that's just not, it can happen if it's for a benefit, but if it's for nothing, then pretty much that many black people together is nothing but a bunch of weed connects. Cause I don't know that's the only positive thing I can see coming out of it. Because I don't see niggas coming together as a whole and it being no problems. So don't think that we're not gonna have some shit that we're gonna have to get over if we all just magically come together one day. You dig? So I advise us this: if we wanna come together as a black people, let's work slowly and build like social media sites that can actually help people, like neighborhood media sites. Start off something small, like probably like donations or something like that, so we be able to like give food out or something of that nature. I don't fucking know, but shit like that. That's all I can really say. But if you're not, but us coming together for no fucking reason, it being no problems, not likely. And let's just say we all come together and two super black supremacists just start shooting another race. Pop, pop, pop. We all to blame. Now we all going to jail. Go ahead, lock me fuck up. Lock me up. Subscribe, by the way. Subscribe. Yeah, y'all know.